If you're hearing me and are live with me, sorry, uh, leave a comment down below and let me know you're here. I see Becky is on. Just trying to get it to sync up. See if I can get it to resync right. It seems to be wanting to start over. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start. Oh, I need to mute that. With me. Sorry. Leave a comment. Okay, so let's get started on the presentation. It's 12:01. And this is all about Facebook and using Facebook for your business. One of the big reasons that people want to use Facebook for business is because of the amount of traffic. There has been a little bit of discussion lately with Facebook changing their algorithms as to whether it's still a good forum, but it is. They've done studies and it's still the cheapest place to advertise your business. The amount of traffic, I don't have the stats right in front of me, but the number of people that are on Facebook plus the number of people that check it, it's like 76% of users check their Facebook page at least once a day. And there's a great percentage of people that check it first thing in the morning, and another part of that don't even get out of bed without checking their Facebook. Of course, that's probably the kids that have to make sure they keep up. I know my son does that. He's on Facebook and checking things, messages and whatever, and he's still laying in bed. So it's still a great place to have your business going, and so you definitely want to do it right, and that's what I'm here to explain. One of the things, but I'm going to do most of the time here is screen share and show you as I talk through this. So let me connect up with screen share. Give me a moment here. And then we'll go to, okay, so you should be seeing, well, let me check it. You should be seeing and I think it's running on the 22S app. I think it's running a little bit behind, it looks like. I'm not sure about that. I think maybe there's a 90-second delay, but all right, looks like we're working. Here's your profile page. Now, this is where you need to connect your audience to your fan pages. And if you'll see in my About section, there's a link to my branding personal page. I also have a farm, so I have my farm page here. And then my MLM business, I have a page connected up here. So that people, when they come here, they get an idea of who I am, and you can send them right to your pages you want them to go to, because people will be in your About and clicking on things here. Another thing to do, and I may embarrass myself here, let's see, do I have, okay, well, this picture came from an event that I went to, but it does have the link to my branding page, which is where you want to send people. I mean, if the branding page is where you want to send them, or your MLM page, or product page, whatever you want. Now, what do I have here on my? Okay, see, now I did the same thing. I did not add my link here, and I need to go back in and add it. I did say a little bit about my profile, my cover page or cover picture, but I didn't give people a link, because some people on Facebook are very picture oriented, so they're clicking on pictures. So you always want to make sure you're maximizing all your real estate on Facebook. So make sure you've got a description and a link on every picture that you put on there. Now, with this, in order to do this, you go into your About and you edit your page in your edit your work history, and make sure you put your link in there. For some reason, my one thing I have. Okay, my Cyndie Philippi isn't showing up, and I don't know why. It just seems to be like a glitchy thing at the moment because it is on here. So, again, make sure you put your link to your fan page in here so that people will go there. Now, I have seen one thing that people will want to do is let's go into about is that they'll start typing in like type in FG Express. That's my MLM company, and when you start typing it in, it starts filling it in for you, and then people will go through here and they'll pick one of these thinking that it's the company page or something like that. And I've watched the pages of my fellow MLMers in FG Express, and one of them had picked one that was sending people to a company in Singapore, and another one had picked somebody, picked a page that was a company in India. So they were actually on their profile page. This link here was going to a competitor in another country. Another thing that people will do is they'll just type in a name, and Facebook will create just a little entity for them, and you'll see it. It's just like a little folder symbol, and there's really nothing there. It's just something that was created to fill that space. So try and be as specific and send people to places instead of just picking something generic. One of the things you don't want to do as a business person is to alienate your friends and family. Business people, especially when new business people on Facebook, will take their profile page and they'll use it for business. And you really do not want to do that. Now, in mine, I did put this on here. I very seldom put anything on my profile page about my business, but occasionally I want to remind my friends and family of what I do, and they might be interested in something or know somebody that is. So occasionally you want to post something in there and say, you know, hey, check out my new fan page. I think you'll really like it. Or like on my farm, I could put on here, hey guys, I just added a whole bunch of pictures of new baby lambs and thought you would enjoy them. If you'd like to see them, check out my Old Oak Farm fan page. You know, fun stuff like that. So, but if you're constantly putting on there, buy this product, you know, join my business, your friends and family will start blocking you and just leaving your page. And if this is your social page with your friends and family, as well as where you do a little business, you don't want to alienate your friends and family, because you want them to actually be allies with you and help you promote your business. You don't want to keep pushing it on them, but you want them to be aware of what you're doing, because you just never know who they'll talk to and mention something to. So keep this friendly, keep it light, put fun stuff in there. Once in a while I'll put you know, a saying or whatever in here that I think my audience on my profile page will like, and family events, and you know, the red blood moon, that was pretty cool, and a picture I took at the farm. So, you know, just fun stuff and things that they're going to enjoy and not going to go, oh, not that again. I don't want, you know, I don't want to see her stuff anymore. So, so let's switch over to the fan page, and we'll go over to my. Let's see. Let's hide all, because I'm the admin. I get all my stats here. Come on, being a little slow. Oh, and I just noticed this. Join the wait list. There's a new layout for our Facebook pages. This is the old one. It hasn't converted yet, but I do have. I know one of mine. I think it's this one. Is yeah, here's, this one is the new format. And you get, the apps are no longer in boxes up at the top. It's a list, but there is, it's not complete. Let's see, where is the rest of it? It didn't completely load. For some reason, Facebook must be a little glitchy here this morning. Okay, let's go back to my branding page. Okay, so right now, your apps and your buttons all show up here. And I'll talk a little bit more about them later, because that you have to have software or some way to actually create these apps. So let's see here. Okay, creating a fan page. Let's go. I'm going to pretend I'm creating a new fan page. Oh, hang on. I got to go to the right. Create a page. I know it's here somewhere. Okay, up here. This used to be a cogwheel. It's not anymore. Now it's a little drop box. And so we want to go to create page. Now you start off by picking out, what are you? Are you a local brick and mortar business, a place, a company, organization, or institution? Is it a brand or a product that you're trying to do? Are you trying to be a public figure? Is this your branding page? Are you in entertainment, or is this some kind of community cause? So let's pick public figure, because we're going to create a branding page. Well, this brand means like a company brand, like Amway products or something like that. Whereas if you're wanting to brand yourself, you want to go to the public figure page. Now then you pick out what kind of person you are, all kinds of stuff, entrepreneur, author, business person, public figure. So let's pick business person for this one. And then you've got to give it a name. So let's say I'll just create something really quick here off the top of my head, because you can change all this later. So all right, so let's get started. And again, if you have, let me check and see if anybody's put in. Oh, got Ron and Joan here. Be sure to sign in so I know you're here, and if you have any questions, post them on the comments below, and I'll get to them as I check them periodically. Okay, so here you just basically follow this. Add a description. I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing this. You can do this later too, because this is really nice. It's like my private page, my branding page, Cyndie Philippi, is I put as my address Cyndie.Philippi, so that it's easy for people to find, because initially it's going to be this big long number, but you don't have to fill this in now. In fact, you might want to wait and kind of think about it. I mean, if it's going to be your name, then that's pretty straightforward. And if you're a celebrity or not, of course, I'm not a celebrity, and we're not going to do this now. All right, save that info, and it's going to walk you through this. Upload your profile picture here. We'll skip it for now. And it asks you to add to favorites. Do this now, because if you don't do this now, then it's not going to let you do it later. At least I haven't figured out how to do it later. And you want it in your favorites. It makes it so much easier to find it and get to it. But I'm going to skip that because I don't want to add it to it. I'm just making this up. Okay, you've got your admin. Oh, it wants me to like it. So it's this page. If it's my fan page, Cyndie Philippi, but my profile page, you can see up here, is Cyndie Wilhelm Philippi. So this is liking the fan page as me. So that's what they're asking you to do, so that you have at least one like on your page. And to start off with, and you're liking yourself, basically. So, and now you can go into adding a cover picture and adding a profile picture. And when you do this, make sure you pick high quality pictures. You don't want, turn that off. You don't want junky pictures or fuzzy pictures. You're trying to create an image, so use high quality pictures. There's a lot of sources for them online. I won't go into that right now. That'd be another training. There's a lot of stuff about graphics and pictures out there, and there's a lot of free sources for them. You also have to be careful not to pick up graphics that actually belong to somebody and you could get into trouble for. You got to be careful about that. All right, your description. This is a very important place because this is, I remember I just typed the word description. This is your call to action. This tells people who you're about, what you're about, and what you want them to do and where you want them to go. So you can explain briefly, because you don't want to get this real wordy. There's another place that you can put a long about in. But here you want to make it a brief, succinct description of what you want people to know about you, and you want a link. A link wherever you want them to go, to look at your product, to look at your whatever, however you got your business set up and where you want people to go to. So this is very, very important. Okay. Photos, that'll fill in as you add up, and then of course doing the posts, and you're familiar with that. So that's basically how you set it up. If you want to go in, yeah, you need to go into edit pages. This is all your settings. So right now the page is published. If you don't want it published right now, which I don't want this published, I'll unpublish it for now until I'm ready to actually publish it. You want to get some content in there, get some videos and posts and information. And then you pick who can see it. Anyone can post to my page timeline. This is one where people have different ideas about it. Oops, sorry, I switched. Until I got a farm. I get lots of stuff on chickens, and the chicken people are very active on Facebook. Do you want people to be able to post to your timeline? Do you want to interact with people there or not? If you do, then you want to leave that checked. If everybody can add photos and videos, I have these turned off, because what that will do is they can try to put something on your timeline, and Facebook will give you the option to go in and check it and approve it or not. So that's what I do. But there's a lot of people who have their Facebook pages set up to interact with people. And if that's what you want to do, if that's how you're conducting your business, then hey, go for it. Okay, visibility. Post to page. I really need to figure out how to turn that off. Okay. Allow posts by other people. Oh, this is again more of the same thing, different aspects of it. Highlight recent posts by other people. So again, this is personal preferences and how you want to set them up. Privacy controls. Turn on privacy. That I would leave the same. And people can contact me privately. I would leave. You want people to be able to at least message you. So that puts the message button on. And Manage my page. Do you want people to be able to tag your pictures or not? That's another question. You don't want any country restrictions, because then that plays havoc with Ads Manager later. You don't want any age restrictions, unless of course you're dealing with something where you have to have it. But both of those will play havoc with your Ads Manager later if you turn them on. For the most part, you don't need to block words. I've never had any problems with it. I don't turn on my profanity filter. If there ended up being a problem, well, I don't let people post on my wall either, so I really don't have that problem. So I don't turn that on. Similar page suggestions, yes. You want any opportunity for your page to be shown. So, and I'm sure you've seen that when you've clicked like on a page, they give you a whole line of page suggestions. So you might also like this. So yeah, you want that on. It's more free publicity for you. Let's see. Allow replies to comments in my page. Yes, yes. You want to allow replies because that's a way of interacting with people. And then of course you can delete your page, which I will do when I'm done with this. Page info. Here's where you put your descriptions in there. Excuse me real quick. I'm going to shut my door. My dogs must have heard a leaf drop or something, and then they have to start barking. Okay. Enter a Facebook. You see there's lots of different things here to do. Let me just pick out some important ones. Your address is important if you're a brick and mortar business. Your affiliation, if you've got an MLM or have a company you're trying to promote. And let's see here. You can give people all kinds of information, because a big part of Facebook is getting to know people and getting people to know you. And you want to give them as much information for them to feel that they can know, like, and trust you. And that's really important. So I did it again. So the more information you give them so that they feel more comfortable with you, that's why you want pictures on your profile page of, your family, friendly stuff with your animals, with your kids, stuff to make people feel comfortable with you so they'll want to do business with you. And I think that's the ID that's going to show up. See, it's up here in the URL until you change it over like I was showing you before. Get notifications each time there's activity on your page is how you want to set up your notifications. And here's a few more things. Page roles. I'm not sure what that is. More about different roles. Oh, this is admins. It's a very good idea to get someone else set up as an admin on your page, because if something happens to your profile page, if you get blocked by Facebook, different things, you won't be able to access your fan pages. So if you need to set somebody else up as your admin, as an admin who can edit the page, and you can select which role you want them to take, an admin and editor. There's different things here. Anyway, so yes, find somebody that you want to set up. That's a very good thing to do. Apps. Let's see, what does it tell you here? These are Notes is something you can turn on, and that's another whole training in itself. But there's a lot of things you can do with Notes to promote your business. So that is something you're going to want to add. If you're going to run events from your page, there's an app to add. These are all internal Facebook apps and videos. So those are things that can be very useful in your business. You probably want to turn them on. So let's go back to the page. And in fact, let me go back to check my list too here, because I've gone through a lot of stuff fast. I really needed to learn how to turn that off. Let's see. Oh, profile picture. Good point on profile pictures is pick one. Pick a good one. Now, I haven't had a professional shoot yet. One of these days that I'm going to do that and have some professional pictures done. But don't keep changing your picture. Not if you're a business person. You don't want to. You want people to recognize you. And if you think about it, when you're looking at posts and the news feed and all that, you can pick people out right away just by their picture, because you know their picture. So pick a good picture and keep it consistent throughout everything that you do. That's really important. It's part of branding yourself. Let's see, we went through all that. Okay. Now, one of the things that you want to tell people to do to get more traffic, because Facebook has changed this now, and I don't know if you've noticed in your news feed. Let me go to my news feed and I'll show you. See, there's a drop box here, and top stories or most recent. Facebook keeps changing it back to top stories, and I keep changing it back to most recent, because I want the most recent stuff. Top stories is what they've decided is the top stories. So you want to. Sorry, lost my train of thought. Okay, so that's up to you how you want it, but that's Facebook deciding what your top stories are. Okay, let me go back to my fan page. See, that's on favorites. See how easy that was to go back to my fan page because I had it on my favorites. Okay, now what you want to tell people to do, and what I'd like you to do on my page where you're watching, there should be a like button up at the top, is you need to tell people to hover over the like button and get notifications. Because if you don't do that, people just are not going to see your posts anymore. You've probably noticed how, oh, I used to see so-and-so's posts all the time, and now I just don't seem to see them. Well, that's where Facebook is deciding what you see, the top stories or whatever. So you want to have people, you want to tell people to get notifications. And once you click that, then everything you post they will see. So that's really important. Okay, let's see, we're at a half hour. I'm going to give you some free methods to get fans, and that was one of them. Just to make sure people are getting your posts. Now, one of the things that you want to do is this is something that you should do every single day. Wow, I'm getting all kinds of stuff. Turn all this stuff off. Is to go in up here, this button. Use Facebook Ads. This is very important. What you want to do, okay, this is my branding page. So every day I go in and I change my persona to Cyndie Philippi. Wait till that pops. Okay. And now when I hit home, see it says Cyndie Philippi, and I click home, it gives me the news feed just for my fan page. And how this got here, let me go back to my page, is that I went in here and I searched for, like I knew Robert Kiyosaki. So I found Robert Kiyosaki. He's look at this. He's got almost 2 million likes, public figure. So I went into his page and I liked it. And so as a result of that, when everything that I, every page that I liked as Cyndie Philippi, not as Cyndie Wilhelm Philippi, my profile page, but as Cyndie Philippi, I will now get them in this news feed. And this is where this is so really important, and this is such a wonderful, free, easy way to promote yourself, brand yourself, meet people, develop relationships. This is just really important. You can go in here and, okay, keep your eyes on the prize. Your ability to focus is vitally important to your success. Oh, I like that. That's really, really good. And I think, you know, I'll comment on that. So go ahead and add your comment. See, he's already got 141 comments. I'm sorry, 141 likes, two comments. All right, so this must be really, oh, 1 minute. Okay, and he's already had 4 shares. So let's go down and pick one that's got, oh, I've got that posted on my wall. Okay, Zig Ziglar's always a great one. So I'll go in here and I'll post a relevant comment. I mean, you want to be genuine. This is about you, being you, meeting people, developing relationships. So let's view a bunch of the comments. Go in here, start reading them. If something strikes you as, wow, that guy really said something cool, or I really like that, like it, reply to them, engage with people in here. Another thing I do is I'll check out to see, you know, well, what they've got on there. Some people have a lot, some people don't. I may click over to their fan page, and so that I can also, if reply to them, but reply to them in a way that I know is going to relate to them. So you can do a lot of connecting here, and you know, I'll start saying stuff, and I mean, you know, communicating with people, making comments, and people will get in touch with me as a result of it, and will send me friend requests, and this is a very effective method, and it's so easy, and it's free, and you just go in here and you do this. Now, another way to find, let me go. Oh, here, I don't have to type it in here. I'll just go to his page. Now, another way to find places is like, okay, I went to Robert Kiyosaki's page, and I'll look at his likes. He likes Kim Kiyosaki, so check her out. Of course, it's probably his daughter. So she might be a good one to like, and I think I will, to like as Cyndie Philippi. And then there's all these other ones that, you know, every time, and boy, you can go into see all and really get some ideas, because, you know, we don't know everybody on Facebook, or we hardly know anybody, and who, you know, and then go in and check them out. Okay, I've liked these 3 guys, but I don't know Rich Dad Interactive, Marketing Ninjas. Well, let's see what this guy has and check them out, and if you like them, you know, if they look like somebody that is engaging people that would be interested in what you do, then like this page and continue conversing with them. So there's a lot you can do with this. It's a great method. Okay. Other free methods for getting, got my list here. For getting fans, or, you know, connecting with people. You can pick someone to mutually promote each other's fan pages. Now, I haven't found that's worked for me, but I just have not connected up with somebody that we have the similar likes, and I've thought about asking about it to see if it would work. But you could use each other's fan pages to promote each other. Well, what I have done, though, is gone in, and this is another technique, is you go into groups and say, hey, I've got a new fan page. It's about blah blah blah, and I'd like you to come check my page out and like it. So you can go in and ask people to like your page. That works, but you're going to get people that like your page that aren't necessarily interested in your page or what you're doing. So it helps get your numbers up so your number doesn't say 5, you know, or something like that. And you need to get your numbers up above 100 before you can start using some of the promotional features of Facebook for a business. But you know, it's one method. I used it at the beginning to get a few likes. Okay, you can tweet about your fan page if you're a tweeter. When on a webinar, there's usually a chat column over on the one side. Start connecting with people there. Ask people to visit your fan page there. Watch for people asking questions. And I've done this effectively too. Because there's some kind of forum where people are asking questions, or even group pages or whatever where people are interacting actually and asking questions, not just posting advertisements. You go in there and you watch it and see, you know, if somebody's asking a question, and then I go in and I answer their question, or I give them you know, some type of answer or comment, or try and help them in some respect. Maybe send them to somebody or someplace that I think has an answer. Again, it's at connecting up with people. Use the question button. Take polls. Now, I haven't done much of that. And in fact, they've changed that now. They've got this offer button. You can create some kind of offer, you can create an event, or you can post a milestone. Like if this was your 10th anniversary in business, if you're a brick and mortar business or something. And you know, it's anything to give yourself publicity and get information about you out there. And the more interaction you get on your page, the more Facebook is likely to show your posts. Share in groups, we've kind of talked about that. If you're going to share in groups, make sure the group is set up for you to be able to share in it, because you don't want to get kicked out of groups because you're posting inappropriately. You can send private messages to people. I have done that. If it's to people who are non-friends, you have to pay for it, but then you can get, people can complain about that and actually turn you in, and you can get your hand slapped by Facebook. So you got to be careful about sending messages to non-friends, although it seems strange that they'll charge you $1 to send it and then slap your hand if you do too much. So, but I think it's more a function of people complaining, but I'm not real sure on that. Another easy one, put your Facebook address in your signature line on your emails. That's an easy way to tell people what you're doing. Comment as your profile self on your fan page. Make sure you go in as your main profile person into your fan pages and like and make comments. It's all about adding action onto your page. Pinterest. Oh yeah, if you have other websites like Pinterest, LinkedIn, make sure you advertise a post, whatever you can, anywhere you can. And always lead with value. I mean, you're always trying to provide something to somebody, help them with something, you know, give them something of interest, something that, you know, makes their day happy. I shared a happy song the other day that's really great. You know, give things of value, some things that people are going to want to see or hear, and engage. I mean, make sure you do it consistently every day. Go into your fan page, engage with people. You have to be consistent if you're going to be successful with business on Facebook. Now, other non-free items is build your list with an autoresponder. Again, that's another whole class in itself. Add apps to your page to link people with landing pages, videos, and such. And in fact, I was showing you that. Now, you can see mine here. I've got, this one is static. It stays there, although in the new format's not even there. None of this is up here. You have to actually click the down arrow. But I've got apps here that take people to a Facebook training module that I sell, and here's a YouTube module that I sell. Here is sign up for this class for today. So these are all 22 social apps. And if you're interested in the 22 social apps, then then there's a button on the page you're watching. In fact, the page you're watching is a 22 social app. It's the workshop is embedded in it, and I've got a green button down there that says check out 22 social, and you can go there and check out the 22 social buttons in their program. And these guys are fantastic. They give so much value. They have free trainings every week, 2 of them. They're very helpful, and they're all about the customer and you, and giving you features. And it's all about keeping your traffic within Facebook. And because once you send them out of Facebook, then they're out of Facebook. You want to keep them engaged on your page, in your stuff, and that's what these apps are all about. So they're very important. But we could do hours on apps and funnels and all the stuff that goes with them. Well, that's pretty much it for my presentation today. There's lots of other topics to cover about business and Facebook, and the ads manager, the power editor, how to promote your posts, strategies for gaining likes. I gave you some of them. Where to get images, how to create images. There's a lot of tools out there, and that again is, like I said, it's another whole training all unto itself. So that's my presentation for today, and I hope you got a lot out of it. And feel free to leave questions at the bottom, and that refreshes every 90 seconds. I'm checking it out right now. And okay. Oh, like parties. Okay. Great viewing. You can have a like party. I'm not exactly sure what a like party is, but I'll have to find out from Melody and pass that along. No, I've not used them. So I got Frank here from Virginia, and Joan from Texas, and Ron. Hello, Ron, and Becky. So leave your post below, and I think that's it for today, and I will wrap this up. Oh, sorry, I went to the wrong. There we go. All right, got to go back to the right app and take off screen share. Okay, I'm back. So again, I hope that was really helpful for you, and thank you everybody for dropping by. And I'm going to be doing this every Thursday, so be sure to come to the same link. I'll always broadcast it on that 22S app that you're on right now, and that way we can take comments and answer everything, and it makes it really fun to be able to interact with people. So okay, I'll sign off for today, and see you next week. Bye.